The ancient Stoics held a profound belief in the strength of discretion and the profound wisdom found in silence. They recognized that not all of our thoughts or experiences are meant to be laid bare for the world to see. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, the path to happiness lies in letting go of concerns for those matters that lie beyond our control. With this insight at the forefront, let us delve into the 7 lessons that Stoicism imparts, guiding us to retain certain truths as we seek wisdom and cultivate inner strength. 1. Refrain from speaking negatively about yourself. At the heart of Stoicism, a philosophy that champions inner strength and resilience, lies a crucial tenet: the avoidance of negative self-talk. It is essential to refrain from indulging in self-deprecating thoughts, even when alone with your own mind. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, a distinguished Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, it is wise to refrain from complaints, even in the solitude of your own thoughts. This Stoic principle serves to safeguard your self-assurance and mental health. When you repeatedly entertain thoughts such as, "I'm awful at this," or "I'll never get better," you're effectively undermining your self-worth. Such detrimental self-evaluations can significantly undermine your drive and obstruct your journey of personal development. Embracing this Stoic wisdom requires a keen awareness of your internal conversations. Rather than diminishing your self-worth, focus on acknowledging your potential and the abilities you possess. Remind yourself, "I possess the ability to accomplish this, and if it doesn't happen right away, I will reach my destination in due time." Embracing a positive and growth-focused mindset will enhance your self-confidence and resilience, resonating with the fundamental principles of Stoicism. 2. Refrain from bragging about personal growth. Epictetus, a notable Stoic thinker, provides insightful guidance on the matter of personal growth. He thoughtfully proposes that as we endeavor to improve ourselves, we ought to approach this journey with humility and careful consideration. This entails holding back from vocally announcing our endeavors and achievements to the outside world. Rather, we ought to let our deeds serve as the genuine reflection of our development. At its core, Epictetus highlights that the path to self-improvement is a deeply personal endeavor, pursued for our own growth rather than for the approval or acknowledgement of those around us. When we frequently celebrate our achievements, we run the risk of undermining the authenticity of our motives. It resembles the act of proclaiming our aspirations prior to realizing them, which may unintentionally diminish our drive and dedication. Epictetus urges us to embrace the timeless wisdom that actions resonate more profoundly than mere words. The true gauge of our self-improvement is found not in the lofty promises we proclaim, but in the concrete transformations we exhibit in our actions, character, and way of thinking. Genuine growth reveals itself in our actions, the manner in which we treat others, the wisdom we share, and the virtues we uphold. The essential insight is that the journey of self-betterment ought to be a quiet and unwavering endeavor. Rather than announcing our goals to the world, we ought to labor quietly behind the scenes, concentrating on our own growth. In this way, we enable our outcomes to effortlessly illuminate and motivate those around us. Individuals tend to be swayed and inspired by the concrete changes they observe in us, rather than by the hollow phrases we utter. Epictetus suggests that the journey towards self-improvement is most effectively navigated with a spirit of humility and modesty. Our actions and results should speak for themselves, as this is the truest and most powerful means to inspire and influence those in our midst. 3. Avoid excess. Musonius, a notable Stoic philosopher, provides insightful advice on the significance of embracing moderation in every facet of life, especially concerning our habits around food and drink. His insight emphasizes that overindulgence can result in negative outcomes, such as both physical and mental strain, as well as a quicker path to burnout. Stoic philosophy highlights the importance of discipline and self-control as essential elements for achieving success, both in our careers and in the wider context of our existence. The virtue of moderation stands not merely as a suggestion, it is a fundamental principle to be wholeheartedly embraced. Envision a pendulum in motion, gracefully oscillating back and forth. At one end of the spectrum lies overindulgence, characterized by excessive eating or drinking. This journey might offer fleeting joy, yet it ultimately weighs heavily on our bodies and minds. Engaging in excessive eating, for instance, may result in bodily discomfort, various health complications, and the emotional turmoil of guilt or remorse. In a similar vein, excessive drinking can lead to compromised judgment and a diminished sense of self-control. Conversely, there exists a form of extreme restraint or abstinence that can prove to be just as harmful. This may result in sensations of lack, annoyance, and, interestingly enough, could even foster a longing to indulge excessively at a later time. Musonius's insights guide us to seek equilibrium, a harmonious middle ground. Balance is essential. Rather than overindulging to the brink of unease, we ought to consume food until we feel content. Rather than indulging in excessive drinking, we ought to savor our beverages in a manner that enriches our experiences instead of detracting from them. The Stoic philosophy, as illustrated by Musonius, reveals that moderation extends beyond mere considerations of food and drink. This principle holds true across all facets of our existence. Through the practice of moderation, we cultivate discipline and self-control, qualities that are not merely advantageous but vital for attaining success and fostering a balanced life. In the grand symphony of existence, moderation serves as a vital conductor, guiding our actions and fostering a more enriching and balanced experience. 4. Refrain from being overly talkative. Zeno, an ancient philosopher recognized as the progenitor of Stoicism, once shared a profound insight that remains relevant in our current, bustling and loquacious society. He astutely remarked, "You possess 2 ears and 1 mouth for a purpose, so prioritize listening over speaking." This seemingly straightforward guidance carries deep significance, prompting us to contemplate how we convey our thoughts and engage with those around us. In today's world, where the noise for attention grows ever more deafening, it has become vital to pay close attention to Zeno's advice. The noise frequently arises from social media, gatherings, and daily dialogues, as individuals endeavor to ensure their voices resonate. Yet, in our pursuit to express our ideas, we occasionally overlook the profound importance of engaging in active and attentive listening. Listening is a craft that demands more than merely the lack of sound. It revolves around offering someone your full focus, immersing yourself in their words, feelings, and the subtle signals they convey without saying a word. In the act of listening, you bestow a valuable treasure: respect. This shows that you appreciate the speaker's insights, emotions, and personal experiences. In a realm brimming with clamor, the ability to truly listen distinguishes you, serving as a reflection of your compassion and thoughtfulness. By listening, you cultivate an environment where profound connections can blossom. Individuals experience a sense of being acknowledged, comprehended, and appreciated, fostering deeper connections and enhancing communication effectiveness. In both personal and professional realms, the art of listening well can significantly enrich relationships, encourage collaboration, and cultivate a deep sense of trust. Furthermore, engaging in listening opens up avenues for learning and personal development. By immersing yourself in the thoughts of others, you open the door to fresh perspectives, valuable insights, and a wealth of knowledge. Listening serves as a catalyst for personal growth and a means to navigate the landscape of informed decision-making. Zeno's timeless counsel continues to hold significance today. With 2 ears and 1 mouth, it's clear that the art of listening holds greater importance than that of speaking. In a realm where the art of self-expression frequently shines, the ability to listen well embodies mindfulness, respect, and profound wisdom. In your next conversation, embrace the art of listening. You'll uncover a deep connection with others and open doors to both personal and professional development. 5. One should not become excessively preoccupied with what lies ahead. Within the teachings of Stoicism, there exists a significant insight regarding the necessity of maintaining a balanced perspective on the future. The esteemed Stoic philosophers, such as Epictetus, remind us that there are certain facets of life beyond our control. Fretting over matters that are outside our influence, like future occurrences, past events, or the behaviors and thoughts of others, can lead to needless stress and discontent. Epictetus, a notable Stoic thinker, highlighted that true happiness is found in releasing our fixation on things outside our control. He famously stated, "There is but one path to happiness, and that is to stop concerning ourselves with matters that lie beyond the reach of our will." This is an analysis of the significance of this Stoic wisdom. 1. Embrace the boundaries of your influence. It's essential to understand that you cannot control every detail of your existence. There are certain occurrences that lie outside your control, and no degree of anxiety or apprehension can alter that reality. For example, one cannot dictate external circumstances, the actions of others, or the unpredictability of what lies ahead. 2. Concentrate on the here and now, rather than fixating on what has already transpired or succumbing to worries about what lies ahead. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the present moment. Your ability to take action and make decisions is limited to the here and now. By giving your utmost in the present, you can craft a future that is bright and promising. 3. Select your responses. The Stoics emphasize the significance of mastering your responses and mindset. Though external events may be beyond your control, your response to them is always within your grasp. This mastery of oneself enables the discovery of tranquility and satisfaction amidst the unpredictability of life. 4. Minimize avoidable tension. Endlessly fretting over potential future events creates a breeding ground for stress and anxiety. Stoicism encourages us to acknowledge life's unpredictability and to welcome it instead of fighting against it. In taking this approach, we can alleviate our mental strains and embrace a more serene existence. Stoic philosophy invites us to release our burdensome worries about the future and concentrate on what lies within our control. This method may foster increased happiness, resilience, and a more tranquil state of mind, echoing the profound insights of Epictetus. 6. Show some appreciation. A vital element of our relationships with others lies in how we convey appreciation, or, conversely, a lack of it. It is crucial to always express appreciation, as life is an extraordinary gift, and we ought to cherish every fleeting moment we are given with gratitude. In the words of the ancient philosopher Epictetus, True wisdom lies in not lamenting what one does not have, but rather in embracing and finding joy in what one already possesses. This enduring insight reminds us to consistently recognize and express gratitude for the gifts we have in our lives. In straightforward language, being ungrateful refers to the failure to acknowledge or express gratitude for the positive aspects that enter our lives. It may appear in different ways, ranging from ignoring the generosity of those around us to failing to appreciate the comforts we enjoy each day. Embracing gratitude serves as a recognition of the uplifting elements in our lives and the contributions of those who enhance our well-being. Expressing ingratitude can lead to a disconnection from those in our lives. Such situations may result in misinterpretations, emotional distress, and a tense social environment. On the other hand, showing appreciation nurtures positive connections and cultivates an atmosphere where individuals feel recognized and esteemed. In your dealings with others, keep in mind the significance of expressing gratitude. Foster a practice of acknowledging the kindnesses, the chances, and the gifts that life presents to you. In embracing this approach, you cultivate meaningful connections while simultaneously enhancing your own existence by acknowledging the beauty and goodness present in your surroundings. 7. Steer clear of complaints for a more joyful existence. The act of complaining is a tendency that numerous individuals cultivate without even being aware of it. It is frequently employed as a means to express our grievances or elicit empathy from those around us. Yet in truth, lamenting seldom contributes to enhancing a circumstance. Rather, it often introduces a sense of negativity into our existence and the lives of those in our vicinity. In the words of the philosopher Marcus Aurelius, it takes very little to create a life filled with happiness. Everything lies within you, shaped by your mindset. To put it differently, our joy is significantly influenced by our attitude and the way we decide to view and react to the environment surrounding us. Complaining frequently leads to a monotonous and unfruitful loop. Complaining often fails to bring about a solution or any meaningful change. Rather, it may foster an atmosphere of victimization and powerlessness. This emphasizes the notion that we are powerless in the face of our circumstances, potentially resulting in heightened stress and frustration. Furthermore, incessant grievances can put a strain on our connections with others. The emotional toll can weigh heavily on those in our vicinity, leading to a gradual decline in their willingness to provide support or companionship. Negative energy has a way of spreading, and the act of complaining often fuels its transmission. The strength of optimism. Conversely, opting to refrain from complaints and concentrating on the brighter side can bring about profound changes in our lives. Allow me to explain. 1. Enhanced mental well-being. When you cease complaining, you liberate your mind from fixating on issues and redirect your attention towards finding solutions. This may result in lower stress levels, heightened emotional strength, and enhanced overall mental health. 2. Improved connections. Individuals are instinctively attracted to those who radiate positivity. Opting to refrain from complaints can enhance your social bonds and cultivate deeper, more significant relationships. 3. Heightened efficiency. Whining frequently acts as a diversion from making progress. By transforming your perspective to focus on solutions and embracing proactive measures, you enhance your productivity and efficiency in all your pursuits. 4. Embracing gratitude instead of complaining fosters a deeper appreciation for the blessings in your life. Embracing and valuing the little joys in your life, regardless of their size, can foster a profound sense of fulfillment and joy. Strategies for minimizing complaints. 1. Embrace mindfulness. Cultivate an awareness of your thoughts and emotions. Practicing mindfulness allows you to recognize the moments when you might be inclined to complain and shift your attention instead. 2. When confronted with a problem or challenge, redirect your mindset to focus on discovering solutions and taking proactive steps, rather than lingering on the difficulty at hand. 3. Cultivate appreciation. Develop a routine of acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your life. This can aid in transforming your viewpoint to embrace the brighter facets of your life. Expressing dissatisfaction can be an unhelpful and frequently harmful practice. Embracing a positive and solution-focused mindset allows you to nurture a happier and more fulfilling life. As Marcus Aurelius insightfully noted, true happiness is found within us and is shaped by our thoughts. Adopting Stoic principles can serve as a profound pathway to achieving strength, wisdom, and a sense of inner tranquility in our lives. A fundamental element of this philosophy is the concept of selective silence, which entails thoughtfully weighing the moments to voice one's thoughts against those to embrace silence. The careful choice of words in our interactions can significantly foster our personal development and strengthen our relationships with others. The teachings of Stoicism remind us that not every thought or emotion requires expression. Much like some treasures are meant to be held close, there are thoughts and feelings that thrive in silence, fostering a richer journey of self-reflection and personal growth. This introspective examination can be essential on our path to a deeper comprehension of ourselves and the universe that surrounds us. The Stoics recognize that silence holds the potential to be a profound instructor. It allows us to tune in more closely to our inner reflections, to perceive the surrounding world with enhanced clarity, and to uncover insights that might otherwise be obscured by the clamor of incessant dialogue. Ultimately, by embracing selective silence, we can cultivate a more intentional and wise approach to life, paving the way for a richer and more profound existence.